Hey y'all, come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Hey, how you doing, Miss T Dixon? How you doing? I can't really see the chat line, y'all, because I'm on my cell phone. And when I'm on my cell phone, it shows up on the screen, then it goes away, then it shows up and it goes away. So I'm not able to really just speak to everyone. So I would just say hello, chat. Okay, hello, chat. Or whatever. Hello, Injustice. Injustice, I'll be calling you in a minute when I get off this live. First thing I want to say this. I want to talk about first I'm gonna talk about last night. Okay, then I'm gonna talk about my post. Okay, and everything or whatnot. And I'm gonna do that because it's needed. Okay, so first, I want to say I'm proud of my brother Levi because he handled himself in a really calm way last night. Like, he really did his thing. And I know I did a post about it, but I am so proud because he really, he turned into a line. He ate some niggas up last night, okay? He ate some niggas up last night and put niggas in their damn place, and that's rightfully so because they needed to understand that people respect. People want to say who's related to who's not related to who, and all this and that. And I really never ever cared about whether Levi was related to R. Kelly or the sisters was related to R. Kelly. I really could care less about that. I feel like I should let R. Kelly worry about his fucking family tree. Right now, this man is in court. He's been done wrong in the justice system, and that's what people who really fighting for R. Kelly or fighting against injustice need to be concerned about, and that would be me. Okay, so I could care less about his family tree or whatever. But Levi, my guy, I'm proud of him last night on Grown Man Show or whatever, and he got into the bottom of some things, and he, you know what I'm saying, he ate some motherfuckers up last night. He wasn't playing no goddamn games. And also, I have a newfound respect for Shabazz. Although I don't know the man. I do not know the man. I repeat again, I do not know Shabazz. I, Spitting Fire, do not know Shabazz. Okay? I do not know him. So before everybody keep on saying I know him, no, I do not know him. But I have a newfound respect for him from what I was told and what I thought of the man personally, even with the docu-series, or whatever documentary he's got coming out, okay? So I have a newfound respect because he was not letting Team Truth spin his narrative of what he believed, whether R. Kelly was innocent or guilty. He was really standing his grounds on being neutral to all of this and stuff like that, and I have to commend him on that because most people, when they get on somebody's platform, they tend to allow them to try to get them to side with them, and he was not having that. He put Larry ass in his place. I'm sorry, Larry, to call you out or whatever, bro, but he put you in your damn place last night on your own platform. You know what I mean? So it was a lot of things that motherfuckers just wasn't having that shit. You know what I'm saying? You exposed a lot. There were some things about there were some things about Azriel. I don't speak on Azriel on my channel or whatever, but I will talk about the shit that she claimed that she ate because that just was ridiculous. But other than that, I don't even spit fire. I don't even talk about Azriel on my channel. Not because I think that she is I'm for her or anything like that. It's just that as an older woman, I just think that there's just certain people I would just rather, keep it in my age group. You know what I mean? I'd rather for you to be a full-fledged adult. Now, this girl already had it bad with her parents, and she don't need nobody that's her parents' age to come at her. That's how I feel. Now, everybody don't feel that way. Somebody else might feel like, okay, I'm going at the bitch. I don't give a fuck. And that's their right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be against them for doing that. Because at the same time, too, they are right. When she put herself out here like that and everything, she opened up for scrutiny. And that's all of what I've always said. When you put yourself out here and you're a blogger, you open yourself up to public scrutiny and stuff like that. So this is the shit that does happen, okay? This is the shit that does happen. So I want everybody to understand that. So I am really proud of the way those two men handled the conversations that they had on Grown Man. And if I was Grown Man, I wouldn't have them on my show no time soon, because they beat you up pretty bad, Grown Man. I mean, Larry, they beat you up pretty bad. And you know what I'm saying? To have two men on your show that is both Muslims and they really beat you down pretty bad there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you had them on your platform. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying what I'm saying. And so I did a post today giving my boy Levi praise, and that a man named Shabazz, I had a newfound respect for what was said out here in these YouTube streets. Okay. And so Team Truth decided to come on my post. Okay. And they decided to come for me or whatever. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying, look, and this is what I'm going to say. You seen that debate like I seen it. You and your feelings, because of the simple fact is, it was on Grown Man's show, and Team Truth took a L last night. Or that's how y'all look at it. But how I look at it as two grown men put aside some things and got into the bottom of some things. And Larry, and Larry, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot that was in these YouTube streets that wasn't clarified, you know what I mean? And I never touched on it because it wasn't my business. I never want to put my men business out here. This is one of the things I didn't like about him. Like, I would never do that. Even if Larry was indicted or whatever, I would never put his business out here. If somebody else had an arrest record, I would never put that out here. I Spitting Fire cannot be for bringing my culture together and then try to expose them for the mishaps that they have in life. That's not what I'm doing. Not even with Larry. I would never do that. And that's one of the things that I used to be so angry with Larry, because when I always talk about cultural obligation, that side never heard what I was saying. All they was talking about was R. Kelly, R. Kelly, R. Kelly. Well, you had a man on your show last night that you tried to spin a narrative that R. Kelly was this and R. Kelly was that, and he wasn't having that shit. He said, I don't know what he is, and you ain't putting me in that bullshit. And that's a man that you got to respect. That he gonna stand his ground no matter what platform he was on, and he did that. And Levi came in and he had questions for this man, because like we said, there was rumors in these streets, and now finally he had an opportunity to talk to this man. Regardless of what platform it was on, this was his opportunity. So we can set aside the videos, we can set aside the diss, we can set aside everything, and we can talk like two men, and they did. And Levi just was like, hey, this is what you was doing, A, B, and C, and D, and D. And he was chewing that ass up, but my man stood his ground too, or whatever, and they got to the bottom of it, and all said and done, two men, two Muslims, two black men had a newfound respect for each other that was in these YouTube streets and had differences of feelings towards each other. So that was a big deal last night. That was a really big deal. Unfortunately, the only one who probably a little salty this morning is probably Larry. You know what I mean? And I understand that. But here's my thing, and I've always said this, and this is no shot at Larry, because I know he's going to come back and make a video, Team Truth gonna act a fool. I know that. But this is no shot at Larry. But you have to understand, at the end of the day, what I always was trying to explain to you, as black people, these are some things that we need to understand, that we need cultural obligations. Sometimes you can't just always, this man guilty, these young girls, because nobody was doing shit a year ago. Nobody was doing shit 2 years ago. These parents, I mean, you act as if these parents are not guilty of something. You act as if these girls was behaving, and they of age, like they just didn't have no control, like they just don't have no, and they just can't make up their minds on what they want to do, if they want to be with this man or whatever. This is the type of stuff that we as a people, whether you Team Truth or Team Chaos, need to understand that when we go through something like this and we got a black man on trial that's accused of some things that R. Kelly was accused of, we all take a loss for the culture. And this is the shit that I've been trying to explain to every damn body, but they don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? You cannot sit on your platform 20 hours out of 24 bashing one man all day, because that's not fighting for young girls. That's just a flat out bashing session. Everything will play out in court as Shabazz said. Like, it would be good, it would be bad. You just have to wait till everything play out. But if it don't play out in the favor into which you thought it should play out, you're going to have to eat those words too. That's why I never want to say whether somebody innocent or guilty. What I will say is I believe that they motherfucking innocent, because I believe in the way the behaviors of the alleged victims are acting. And this is just Spitting Fire's fucking take on it. Okay? You ain't got to agree with me. You know what I mean? Everybody's entitled to a difference of opinion. And this is, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why people think that I want to force my opinions and belief on people. I just believe that certain people shouldn't be dealing with sexual assault if they're biased. I have said that on my platform many times too. And I stand by that shit. But we got a man's life on the line. And we got people who put him there, and their damn allegations and accusations are not credible. You understand? It's questionable. And it is not just a black man, it's men, period. You know what I mean? It's men, period. And every man needs to understand that they are under attack with this Me Too movement. I've said that shit. But people are coming at me under the post, the community post, getting mad at me for whatever the fuck the reason why they mad at me. Only because the simple fact is they mad because they host got ate up last night. It happens when you sit up there and try to get somebody to side with you and your beliefs and be slick and all this. And ain't nobody feeling that shit. Ain't nobody feeling that shit. So all I'm gonna say is kudos to Levi. And I don't know the Shabazz guy, but it was good to hear you and Levi, my brother Levi, speak and to get to the bottom of some things. Larry, when you interview someone, okay, make sure you try not to try to push your narrative off on them, because they may just eat you up like Shabazz did on your own show, and you don't want to do that no more. You know what I'm saying? Just be neutral and let the chips fall where they may. You don't have to do all that if you feel that you're telling the truth. The truth don't need no help. You saying it's facts, it's facts, it's facts. You don't need to do all of that. And it all backfired last night. So that's all I got to say about it. I know y'all coming back with some crazy shit, but oh well. It is what it is. And that's all I have to say. So kudos to my brother last night. But I want to say this. Thank you, Larry, for having that on your show. That was the perfect place for that conversation to take place. So if anytime Team Chaos need to thank Larry, they need to thank him right now for having that conversation on his show last night. So Larry, on behalf of Team Chaos, Spitting Fire would like to say thank you for bringing them two men together to have a conversation and squash it. Now, I'm hopefully in these YouTube streets is a whole different ball game. But anyways, that's all Spitting Fire have to say. I just wanted to clear up some things on my post. I stand by my boy Levi. I stand by him 100% on what he said and everything. He held his own down, and I'm more proud of you than I ever been before. All right, take care. This is Spitting Fire. Peace.